Well, hello, hello, hello. Much love to you all. May God bless you all. Hit that like button, share this stuff out. May God bless you all. If you missed the update earlier today, it will pop up at the end of this. Check that update out. It's really important with everything that's going on. Also, tomorrow at 7 p.m. Eastern, we will be doing Bible study. I got a lot of studies that I'm lining up to get ready to release here. And there is a lot happening already the first day into this month. Now, this was updated 11 hours ago, but it is also something that's been transpiring for a couple months now. Everything is dead, the headline says. Ukraine rushes to fix everything as the river is poisoning. This guy, however you say his name, he picked up a twig, he poked at a small fish. He says it died recently. You could tell because its eyes are clear, not blurry. Hundreds of other fish had washed up by a nearby river, and a large pike lay in the mud. Pike can get very huge. Everything is dead, starting from the tiniest minnow to the biggest catfish, he'd added. So, this little rustic settlement of 520 people escaped the worst of Russia's 2022 full scale invasion. But the war arrived last week in a new and horrible form, it said. Ukraine officials say that the Russians are deliberately poisoning the river that flows into another river. It connects to a reservoir to Kyiv region and the water supply used by millions of people. A toxic slick was noticed on August 17th coming from the Russian border, but now, according to Kyiv, chemical waste from sugar factories have been dumped into vast quantities of this river here that is causing a lot of fish to wash up on sea. He spotted the first fish dead on September 11th. A few of them were in the middle of the river, he said. And he continued to check upon this, as you can tell. He returned, and the banks were clogged with rotten fish, stretching for about 3 meters. Volunteers wearing rubber boots and protective gloves and masks have started shoveling all these out. They found about a meter-long catfish. The stench is terrible. They could barely breathe, they said. The river was quiet. Nothing moved apart from a few frogs. It's a little harder to kill frogs and turtles, but fish will die pretty quickly. It doesn't take much. So they're saying that they believe that Russia has poisoned this because it runs into Kyiv and it is one of the biggest water supplies they have. So this also goes in with a word that the Lord had been giving me that I think I'm going to have to put together pretty soon this week. Now that this has popped up in here, I had in my spirit feeling the word wormwood and broken cisterns. So it says we need clean water, clean air, woods, everything we do. All of this is important to life. Just like I did a study about bees, how bees are dying. Bees are very serious to the life of our earth. And so is everything else that Slay's mentioned. The woods, the water, the air, everything's important. So here we are in October where it is the October to remember, everybody's saying. Celestial delights of October. Witness the year's brightest supermoon coming up, meteor showers, and a stunning comet. We're going to talk about that comet a little bit. Guys, Luke 21, signs in the sky. It's constant. So the return of a comet from October 1st to October 2nd. I didn't wake up early enough to see it, but they're saying that if you have good conditions, you can see it with the naked eye in the eastern sky just before sunrise. Yeah, it may be difficult to see it without binoculars at first, as the comet can be unpredictable in the terms of brightness, but it grows more predominant as the month progresses. The comet will reach its closest approach on October 12th, and it will shift to the western sky. So, we also know about the two moons they're talking about. We've had nothing but cloud cover. Should be clearing up here by tomorrow. We should not have cloud cover, but also the Ring of Fire eclipse that we talked about from Chile, Argentina, South America, this annual eclipse. It won't be seen everywhere throughout the world, but it's referred to the Ring of Fire. And it makes the eclipse even more special considering with a mini moon that is opposite of the supermoon. So it's pretty cool, but there's another thing, the biggest supermoon of the year. Guys, these moons have been seeming to be larger and larger and larger. We just had one literally about a week ago. This is the largest one, known as the Hunter's Moon, that will appear October 17th and 18th. Along with, you should be able to, with a telescope, see the other moon. Guys, these celestial events happening as the Bible says. Then we have a meteor shower October 21st and October 22nd. But it's also active from October 2nd to November 7th. But the best viewing time is October 21st and 22nd. They say it's debris from Halley's Comet that recently went throughout. So here is the comet we were talking about. The bright comet will be visible without a telescope for the first time. And they're saying you should be able to see it. Residents in Ukraine, this was a picture. Speaking of Ukraine, and we were just talking about wormwood, everything dying in the water. They had taken pictures of this. This is very recent, very recent. The comet will peak its brightness Friday, September 27th. And we see that all the way to Wednesday, October 7th or October 2nd, you can see this. So tomorrow. So it'd be a great time to try to view it if you have clear skies. I know that's kind of difficult with clear skies, but sunrise tomorrow will be a very good time to try to see this comet. On October 12th, it will reappear for the residents of the northern hemisphere in the night sky. So right now it's only available in the morning sky. It will be available in the night sky by the 12th. Brazil's paradise is on fire. The forest is burning. Animals are burning. Everything is burning. It's been a while since I've talked about wildfires. Yes, there still is a lot of active ones. Yes, there is still a lot of wildfires going on. And the paradise that they call it over here in Brazil, it is on fire. They're even saying animals are on fire. They have never seen it like this. This 44-year-old resident said that I have never seen it like this out of all the fires that they have witnessed through their 44 years of life there. Animals can even feel the change. The Amazon catfish, called the Bodo, used to lay its eggs in January. Now locals say it is happening as early as October because everything's out of control here. So they're laying eggs a little earlier. Could that mess with wildlife? Yes. Hurricanes in the Caribbean, typhoons in Asia, drought and flooding in Africa, torrential rains in Europe have left death and destruction. This was from a UN General Assembly last week talking about all these record floods, fires, droughts, everything. The planet is no longer waiting to make the next generation pay the price. They're saying we're dealing with it now. We are dealing with a lot going on, guys. Wake up, smell the roses, because we are in the Revelation generation here, guys. We are seeing everything that the Bible says would take place, take place. And yes, it is ramping up. Iran is preparing for an immediate ballistic missile attack on Israel. U.S. spokesman said that they are going to be using missiles that aren't so easily detected and easily deterred. So, very, very big possibility we could see things really pop off over here. Russia's even said to back off. They're telling Israel to back off. So, the United States has indicated that Iran is preparing to do an immediate launch of ballistic missiles against Israel. We are actively supporting defense preparations to defend Israel against this attack, the U.S. official said. A direct military attack from Iran against Israel, the official stressed, will carry severe consequences for Iran. Iran last attacked Israel in April, but its missiles were deflected. But they're saying this was a unified action, of course, by Israel, U.S., France, Jordan, and United Kingdom. But they're saying that these missiles that they are going to launch this time are not the same type of missiles. They will not be so easily deterred. So, guys, continue to keep your eyes on the prize. I will be sometime this month releasing another tabernacle study. The first one was the laver. If anybody missed that, I have a playlist called The Tabernacle. Only has one video in it. Sometime this month we'll release that. I would like to sometime this month also possibly get the book of Judges explained done. I'm not very far into that. I need to put some work into it. But tomorrow, 7 p.m. Eastern, we will be doing Bible study. It is called Crucified. Please join us. They most likely will not notify you. Check the community tab daily. Also, guys, I share things as much as I can. But guys, I'm only one person. And my main focus is to, of course, put my nose into the Bible and to study, and to also only give you the news that is predominant to the end times we live in. And everything that I've put up here is predominant to it. The Bible will talk about a lot of these things. A lot of people like to deny the signs of the times and where we're at in today's world. Well, that is on them. But if you are not denying it, ignore all the haters and naysayers and keep on pushing towards that prize, that mark, that calling, that high calling of Jesus Christ in our lives. May God bless you all, and much love.